to and from school and everywhere else and think that that is all they have to do. It's just too difficult to imagine that there could be a predator in your own home environment or social environment. And of course these people get away with it because they befriend the parents and groom the parents. And in schools, if you get a predator teacher in a school, they will groom the other staff and the school principal so that everybody trusts them, and then they relax their guard.
Is this a cultural thing in Western society? Because we're going out on this program to the whole of the Asia-Pacific region. I mean, is it something that's peculiar to our society?
No, it's international. When you go to international congresses on child abuse and neglect, there are representatives from all countries there, and they all experience the same problem. Other countries find it harder because, for example, our Malaysian students tell us that children are not allowed to say no to adults. And I've worked in Fiji where children don't have any vocabulary for genitals. Now, how do you report child sex abuse if you're not allowed to talk about it? And so even when I was going lecturing to police, they were terribly embarrassed because here was somebody mentioning the word sex in terms of sexual abuse, and it was coming from a woman. So, you know, cultural norms can actually inhibit reporting.
Now, one of the things you've done, which is quite remarkable, is you've gone into prisons, you've spoken to these people, the abusers, and found out their stories, and ended up finding out that those people were abused themselves.
Yes.
Did it give you sympathy for them?
Well, as you probably know, I wrote a book with them called From Victim to Offender, and you'll find as you're reading it what happened to the boy in particular. There's just one woman there. You're feeling really sorry for him, and you think, you know, poor little thing, you didn't stand a chance. And then he makes that transition and becomes an offender, and you hate what he's doing just as much as you hated the people doing it to him. It's a difficult situation because I actually support selected ex-prisoners on parole who've undertaken what they call chemical castration, but is really hormonal treatment, where they have made every attempt to change their behaviour, but they have no family. They've lost their family as a result of the behaviour. And of course, prison treatment programmes realise that if they are unsupported and denigrated and lonely and isolated, they're much more likely to reoffend. So you have to overcome your inhibitions and provide a level of support, but you don't have to like them.
So what would you say to someone, a parent of young children like myself? I've got a couple of young children. What